Hello everyone and welcome back to my video. Today is going to be a 2 looks, 1 palette using the beautiful Nomad Cosmetics Haunted Europe palette. She changes and she's lovely. She's discontinued. But if you do want a spooky palette from Nomad Cosmetics, they do have the Ghost Town USA palette currently up on their site. But today we're going to be using this guy because this is what I have and I've been dying to bust into this loads all year since I ordered it last year. And I'm so excited to get into it. The way I said it in my first impressions, which I'll have, is it this side? I think it's this side. Up here. Is it that side? No. No, it's this side, isn't it? Yeah. Up here and down below. I will have the video linked in both sides there. But this one, you kind of get like the 2 sides of autumn for me. You get your September side, your fall leaves, pumpkin patch kind of harvest side. And then this side is your more spooky, gloomy October side, and I love that. I think it's so beautiful. The colours are stunning. I really loved my first impressions look, by the way, where I use more this side, and I thought for this look we'll use more this side and get more spooky gloomy kind of colours. So I'm excited to get into this look and my second look obviously as well, which I haven't filmed yet, but I'm excited to do it, so the excitement's there. But yeah, that's what we're going to be doing in this video. 2 lovely looks using a spooky palette. What more could I want in my life? Just before we get into the actual tutorial for our 2 looks, my Instagram is linked down below. I post all my up close pictures and full face pictures down below if you want to go give that a follow. And I post a little bit of spooky content on my stories for the month of October. Kind of what horror movies I'm watching, general spooky content, little bits and bobs, maybe some filming content. I don't know. Whatever I kind of feel like posting goes on my stories. And my TikTok is linked down below as well for some extra content if you want to go follow that there as well. So yeah, let's not ramble on anymore. Let's get more spooky vibes going. Let's get more spooky tutorials going. Spooky glam, it's what we want this month. So let's get into look number 1. Okay, so let's get into look number 1 with the gorgeous Haunted Europe palette. I'm feeling this side of the palette. We use a lot of this side of the palette in the first impressions. I want to play with this side now, so I definitely want to use this like navy shade, some of this. I kind of want to do like an inner corner pop of this, but I'm kind of going to do like a classic smoky eye where it's dark all over the lid and maybe add a little bit of the shimmer on top of that, but still have it like dark on the lid and blend it out, blow it out like that. So yeah, I'm feeling that kind of vibe today. My skin is on, my brows are on, my eyeshadow primer is on, which will all be listed down below. My cream bronzer and cream blush is on, which I will go through towards the end. I just want to tap them on because I was going to powder my face anyway, so we have those on. Okay, so to start this look off, I'm going to take a Beauty Bay BB205 brush, which is like a flat fluffy brush like that, and we're going to take Black Forest, which is that deep navy shade, and I want to start with that all over the lid. So we're taking that and just popping that all over. Oh, she's dark, she's dark. So you want to make sure like right down to the lashes is nice and dark and even and opaque, and then we're just going to bring it up just to where your natural crease is, and then when you get to the crease I'm going to start blending, but I'm not going to blend up higher on it. I just want to kind of blur the edge so it's not harsh. That is such a beautiful color. It's so dark and just like a denim blue. Oh, I love it. Then I'm going to take that same shade on a MAC 212 brush, like a really flat, like square shaped brush, and we're going to run that along the lower lash, making sure you're obviously connecting on the outer corner, and I'm bringing that the whole way across for a real deep and dark, smoky, sultry kind of eye. Okay, so next we're going to take Bran Castle here, which is like a lighter version of that, kind of more grey toned as well, and I'm picking that up on a Spectrum B07 brush. So this is a big fluffy brush. It's not the biggest we're going to use, but it's a big fluffy brush. It's a bit stiffer as well, which is going to help really blend out our look. And just overlapping with that navy shade, we're going to start blending. Get the fade from these 2 colours good first, and then you can start blending out your edge. And I'm blending that the whole way around all the edge up top. Picking up that same colour on the same brush, and we're just going to use that to blend out your lower lash. You can use obviously a smaller brush, but it's spooky season and it's grungy time and it's time for all these dark, blown out kind of looks, so just go for it. Okay, I'm just going to take a clean, fluffy brush and just start going around all my edges, especially out here and along here, just to soften it. It's not always necessary to do this, but I just like to do it to make sure my blend is lovely and smooth. Okay, so now I'm going to take my Too Faced Glitter Insurance, and that is just going to go on the lid, and I'm going to take that on the first brush I used, the BB205 from Beauty Bay. Just going to take a little bit of that. I don't really mind like it already having product on it because it's just gone over top of that shade anyway, and we're just going to kind of spackle that over the lid, make sure it's even. So you get a nice even placement of the shimmer. And I'm pressing it, so I'm not lifting any of the navy up. I just want to press that over the main part of the lid. Then we're going to take Big Bad Wolf, which is this shimmer here. So it's kind of the same base color as the Bran Castle, but it's kind of got like green and purple kind of shimmers in it as well, which I think is going to be beautiful. I'm picking that up on the same brush again, nice and easy, so you don't have to wash as many brushes as well. And we're just going to start pressing that shimmer over the navy. Now, as I said before in my first impressions, the shimmers in this are kind of like creamy almost. Like they are powder, but they have like a creamy sort of texture to them as well. So some people might not even feel the need to use a glitter primer with them. Just depends on yourself. I always like to use a glitter primer with my shimmers though. How pretty and wet looking does that look? Oh, it's so gorgeous. Okay, and then the last little step, we're going to take Bloody Mary, this gorgeous, vibrant, pinky red shade. And it's got little bats, and I hate using palettes with embossing in them because I never want to ruin the embossing. So I'll try to find a corner to dig into that won't ruin any of the embossing. And I haven't filled my swatches for this palette either as well, so I'm really trying not to ruin anything. But I'm taking that. This is a little Kryolan brush I got in a lip palette thing. I got this years ago. But just like any small little brush will do, and we're just going to pop this on the inner corner as our inner corner highlight, but it's going to be pinky red. Oh, that shade is gorgeous. It's like kind of got like purple reflex to it, and even a little bit of gold in there, I think I can see. Alrighty, so that is it pretty much. Very simple look, like just a blown out smoky eye with a bit of shimmer on top and a weird inner corner obviously as well. So I'm going to jump off. I'm going to finish off the eyes with my liner and my lash and a little bit of highlighter and a nice lip, maybe like a deep berry or something like that lip to go with that pinky shade. So yeah, I'm going to jump off and I will show you what I used when I come back. Alrighty guys, so this is how I finish off the look. I really love how this turned out. I love how all my looks turned out for spooky season, I have to say. But this is how I finish off the look, so let me go through everything that I used on my face. So to finish off the eyes, I didn't do any liner on the upper lash line. I didn't really feel like, and I didn't think the look really needed it, to be honest. So I went in with my NYX Epic Wear Liner Stick in the shade Gunmetal Gaze, which is like a deep grey gunmetal shade, just to kind of give a little bit of a element of the colours that's on the eyes, but it's more grey, but it adds a bit more definition. My mascara then is my Soap and Glory Thick and Fast mascara on my top and my bottom lashes. And for my lashes, I went in with my House of Lashes Pixie Luxe. This, I don't know why I'm showing you the box, nothing in them, but they're super like crisscrossy and lovely, and yeah, they just add loads of drama to the look. And then I added some little moons with my little moon stamp here from Colourpop. This is the QT mark and it's the moon. Just a couple of little ones just to give it a little bit of a witchy vibe. Onto cheeks then, I went in with my Fenty Beauty Cheeks Out Freestyle Cream bronzer in the shade Amber, which is more the cool tone, like contour shade as opposed to like a bronzing shade. But that's what I used to contour up my face. My cheeks then, I wanted like a raspberry reddy pink kind of shade, so I went in with my Model Co cream blushes for cheeks and lips. This is just peachy, but I mean, it's not peach, not even a little bit. I don't know who names these colours, but not peach. And then for highlight, I wanted to use another one of my Unearthly Cosmetics low light highlighters. This is Spellbinding, which kind of has like a red pink kind of reflex to it. That's it on the cheek there. And I just thought it would blend in, one with the blush and two with the pinky red that's on the inner corner. And then I had to bust out a dark lip for this, so I went in with like a deep vampy red plummy kind of shade, again to tie in with the reddy pink that's on the eyes. So this is my LA Splash Classic Horror Liquid Lipstick in the shade Drac for Dracula. Mine's getting dry. I need to see if I can order any more of these. I don't know if they still do them, but I need to order a couple more of this one, and Phantom is the one I use a lot, so I definitely want to order those too. But yeah, that's on my lips. So that's everything I used on my face. That is our first look of our 2 looks on palette using the Haunted Euro palette from Nomad Cosmetics, and she's lovely and beautiful. So we got to dip dab into both sides of the palette, one being like your more September fall kind of look, and this is more like your spooky kind of side here. I think in my next look I kind of want to do like a little mix of the 2 sides and see what we can come up with. I definitely want to play with this purple. Definitely want to play with this, so that's what we're going to do in the next look. So without further ado, let's get into look number 2. That rhymed, wow. Okay, so let's get into look number 2 using the Haunted Euro palette. So we're going to do a mix of both sides. In the first impressions we did our September side, this side here, in look number 1 for this video, we did our kind of more spooky October side, and now we're going to do a little dabble of both and see how both mixes together. I'm thinking like a kind of winged out sort of shape with shadows, no liner kind of thing. May do a winged liner, but like no actual like big giant wing or anything like that. And I want to use the purple. I want to use this slightly darker gold, just, I don't know, I've already used this one, so I want to use this one. I kind of want to use this shade here. I may use this darker brown as well. I'll see how I feel with this one on. And I'm going to use a little bit of orange as well. And this kind of pewter sort of shade up here. So they're the colours we're going to do today. And that's the kind of look we're going for. I'm also going to pull in one of my Unearthly Cosmetics liners as well, which I'm very excited about. My skin is on, my brows are on, my eyeshadow primer is on, which will all be listed down below for you guys, so you can see that there. I've also got my blush on as well. I've no highlight on, but I'm very glowy right now. But I have those on, but I'll go through towards the end as well. So let's jump right in. So to start, just to give a little bit of contrast, especially when I do the Unearthly Cosmetics liner, because I'm going to do that kind of through the crease, I am going to take the shade Ghost River, which is this gorgeous shade up here, this kind of taupey sort of shade, and I just want a little wash of this through the crease just to give a little bit of background colour. I'm taking that on in an Inglot 6SS brush just for a nice soft blend of this shade. I'm not like bringing it down here, and I thought I literally just want it through the crease and just softly blend it out. It'll just give a background for when I do all my other shades and the liner as well. Okay, so that's pretty much all I'm going to do with that shade there. I literally just wanted a little wash of colour through the crease. So now I'm going to take Count Dracula, this shade over here. It's kind of like a warmer, not really a warm brown. This one's more of a warm brown. This kind of more of like a pinky brown. It's weird. And I'm just taking this, just like an angle brush. I don't know, there's no name on it. Just a small little angle brush for this, just to map out our shape. So we're going to start by creating like a wing, as if we were doing a winged liner, and a decent size because I want this to be seen as well. And I'm going to start then bringing that to the crease. So a decent size shape there, because we're going to follow in with a little bit more of that into here, purple, and then the gold. I've just decided right now to kind of draw it the whole way in, just for a little bit extra definition as well, because the gold is going to be lighter on this side, so I want some definition in the crease. So I'm just kind of following my natural crease kind of right around my eyeball, but just above it, so when my eyes open you can see it a little bit. Okay, so once we have that nice shape going, I'm not like bothered about like the edges too much up here, because I'm going to line along that with the liner. So I'm going to take a little bit more of that shade. This is just a small little, I think it's a lip brush from Sleek. Just a small, any small little brush will do. You can still use the angle brush if you want to, but I just prefer this kind of shape for doing this part. I'm just going to fill in that wing with some of the same brown. Not gonna lie to you guys, I am starving and my hands are shaky, so I don't know why I haven't eaten before doing this, because shaky hands don't do well with liner, and especially doing like a bit of a graphic liner, mapping out this sort of shape and then doing my liquid liner in the crease. We'll have to see how that goes. Okay, so now I'm going to take some NYX glitter primer for my shimmers. I'm taking that, this is just a V Cosmetics flat brush. I got it in their Halloween mystery box a couple years ago. Any little flat brush will do. And we're going to take a little bit of NYX glitter primer and we're going to pop that on this inner part in here, just to give us something nice to work with here. And kind of do a bit of a cut crease, kind of what I'm doing, just by putting a bit of pressure down with the glitter primer, so you have a nice sharp edge, and then just kind of pat that over where it meets that brown shade on the lid. Okay, so with that same brush, just clean it off a little bit, we're going to take Krampus, which is that shimmery purple, and this is kind of like a darkened purple as well, so if I feel like this is darker than the brown, I'll add a little bit of the dark brown or even some of the navy. I'll see how I feel once it's on, but it does have like a blackened base. But we're just going to press that over the glitter primer on the center third of the lid, so kind of like the width of your iris is the way I'm kind of going about it. A little bit of fallout from that, but that's fine, nothing to worry about. Okay, and then I'm going to take a Lavender Luxe number 9 brush, which is their flat brush from BH Cosmetics, and we're going to take the shade Boogeyman, this one here, which is like slightly warmer gold out of the two, and I just want to pop that on the inner part of the lid. Oh wow, look at that. Oh, she's really sparkly as well. So again, just covering up the glitter primer where it meets that brown in the crease, and then to get these two shades to blend, because it is yellow and purple essentially, it's going to be a little bit harder to blend, but because they're shimmers, it won't be as hard as trying to blend two mattes together. So I'm just going to start feathering the gold over the purple and then go back in with some more purple over the gold. Okay, so this is turning out beautiful, but I am going to take a little bit of Drags Home Castle, this darker, cooler tone brown, just a little bit, just to kind of extra define, especially the outer part of that wing sort of shape, because it's just not deep enough for what I want for this look. There's fallout from this look, but it's because I'm kind of using smaller brushes, I think. So I'll tidy that all up at the end, but I want to go in with Frankenstein, the bright pumpkin orange. We're going to take a little bit of that. And I don't even know where I got this brush. It's like teeny weeny tiny, like a little fluffy brush, very stiff kind of fluffy brush. And I'm just going to use that to blend some orange along the lower lash line, just to add a pumpkin vibe to this look. And I want this nice and blown out underneath as well. Okay, I'm going to jump off for a second. I'm going to tidy up under my eyes a little bit, and then when I come back we'll do the lovely Unearthly liner. So excited for this part. Okay, we are back, we are clean, and I just reblended the underneath when I applied concealer again. So now we're going to take Hoya Bashu Forest. I don't know how to say that, so someone correct me down below. But yeah, this one up here, this kind of pewter, almost champagne, but more pewter kind of shade. I'm taking that on another V Cosmetics brush. This is just like a pencil brush. And just taking a little bit of that. This is just going to be my inner corner. So we're just popping that around the tear duct. Oh, that's a pretty shade. See, with this palette, you could go neutral if you want to. I mean, I'm not, but you could. Gorgeous, we love it. You can leave it here, absolutely. It will look stunning. Nice pair of wingy lashes and bit of liner on the bottom, which I'll do after. But I want to use the shade Amulet from Unearthly Cosmetics, one of their Immortal liquid liners, which is kind of like a bronzy duochrome. And we're going to basically line just above that brown that's through the crease. So bear with me, I may speed this up because I need to be like this close to my camera or to my mirror. So something like that. I kind of just tapered it off here. I don't want to bring it all the way out. I kind of just want a line of that like going out to just about where my outer corner of my eye is, and just let it taper out that way. It's so pretty. It kind of reflects like green and pink as well, like in a very soft way. It's like a neutral multi-chrome. It's so pretty and just bronzy. Both sides are done. I'm so happy with how this look is turning out. Oh, I'm very excited. So I am going to do some liner on my waterline, maybe do a wing liner as well, just to match the kind of shape going on. Pop a bit of highlighter on, pop a lovely lip on burnt orange. Maybe. I have a new burnt orange I might wear, so maybe burnt orange if it goes well with the look. So I'm going to jump off, I'm going to finish off my face, and I'll let you know what I use when I come back. Alrighty guys, so this is how I finish off the look. I love how this turned out. I'm so excited to show you what else I used on my face. I don't know why, I just am. So let me go through everything that I used on my face. So to finish off the eyes, all I did was pop on my waterline, the NYX Epic Wear liner stick in graphic purple, which kind of matches the shimmer tone. It's not as dark as the purple that I have on my eye, but it matches the tone of purple. So I did that on the outer half of my lower, or my waterline. And then I used my Essence Long Lasting Eye Pencil in Rosy and Goldie, which is like a bronze, and I popped that on the inner part of my lower lash, or my waterline. I keep saying lower lash line, just to tie in that bronze liner that I did as well. I did also do a winged liner just to kind of help emphasize that shape. So I used my NYX Epic Ink liner pen in black. My mascara then is my Soap and Glory Thick and Fast mascara on my top and my bottom lashes. And then for my lashes, I went in with the BH Cosmetics. These are the 3D lashes. They are 560 is the style. So they're super wingy, like flare out completely. Again, just to keep that wing shape going. Okay, onto cheeks. We have got something I haven't used in a while. Two things actually. So we've got the Inglot Freedom System HD Sculpting Powder. This guy here, I use that to contour my face. And this in the shade 513. So I don't know why, it just popped into my head that I still had these. So I was like, oh, let's use them because I haven't used them in a while. And then I also use the Inglot Freedom System Fusion Blush and Illuminator in 204. So it's like a matte and a shimmer, and I used both. So I put the matte down first, layered it with the shimmer. I still wanted more highlight than that though, so we did add an extra highlight, and we used the Kiko Milano Ocean Feel highlighter in Virtuous Golden Rose, just to give a little bit of a sheen across the cheeks. Then onto lips, I went for the burnt orange that I said I was going to, but actually not the one I said I was going to use, because it was actually kind of a little bit of a pink undertone in it, and I didn't really want that. I wanted it to be like orange, but dark orange. So I went in with the Lip Tensity lip pencil from MAC in the shade Fire Roasted, which is like a dark bricky kind of colour, just to line my lips, give me a little bit of definition. And then the lipstick, the main colour is Marrakesh from MAC as well. Classic burnt orange, beautiful burnt orange shade. It's a matte finish as well. So yeah, that is all that I have on my face. Everything else I showed you already, like the liners and all that kind of stuff, the liquid liner. And yeah, I'm so happy with how this look turned out. It's just very autumn, dark, but a little bit funky as well. I love a shape like this on my eye. I love those Unearthly liquid liners. They're so beautiful. I love like the pop of orange on the lower lash as well, which is why I wore my orange spooky top as well. So, and my orange earrings. I love these. They're like from Trick or Treat. Love it. So that is my 2 looks using the Haunted Europe palette. As I said before, it is discontinued, but the Ghost Town USA palette is currently out, so you can go grab that if you want a spooky palette from Nomad. It's a stunning palette. I love the colour story. I love the formula. As I said, the shimmers are more of like a cream powder kind of feel to them, but they do go on beautifully. They work so nice. And there is still some shades I haven't used yet. So I haven't used Highgate Cemetery. I haven't used... That's it. That's the only one I haven't used, which is good. So again, I'll probably do in the future, like get ready with me using this palette again. Even though it is discontinued, I'm not going to not use the stuff I have because I have it. I'm not going to just let it go to waste because it's discontinued. That's just silly. So yeah, I cannot wait to play with this a little bit more in the future. So I want to know down in the comments below, which of the 3 looks that I done with this palette is your favourite? Was it my first impressions, my green and orange pumpkin patch sort of inspired look? Was it the navy and raspberry pinky red smoky eye that I did in the first look, or is it this winged line that just gives all the autumn vibes? So you let me know down in the comments below, because I can't pick which one I like the best. I love them all. If you did like this video, give me a big thumbs up down below. So quickest, simplest and easiest way to give me a little bit of support, get me around to more people, and also let me know that you like the video, and I will continue to do many more. Don't forget to subscribe down below to see many more videos coming up. We're still in the midst of spooky season. There's many more things to come, and I'm still trying to stay on track with getting it all edited and uploaded, even though I work full time. But I'm on my week off still, so I'm trying to like pre-film loads, and then just every evening when I get home from work, edit. That's my life for this month. And as I said in the beginning, my Instagram is linked down below. I post all the up close pictures of my looks, full face pictures and up close eye pictures of all my looks. And my TikTok is down there below, where I did a TikTok with this video, and it's just a little bit of extra content for you guys, some spooky content for you all. So I think that is everything for me guys for this spooky video. So I will see you in the next video. Bye.